Hello. Today, we're going to react to a YouTube video on, a Candace Owens titled Triggered Leftist Host Insults Candace Owens. Watch how she responds. Yeah, they still make these sorts of videos. People still make money making these types of videos, and I'm gonna make some money reacting to it. So.
To talk about the intense state of politics right now, we have Charlie Kirk, founder and president of Turning Point USA, and Candace Owens, Turning Point's communications
So I'm gonna
director.
I'm gonna skip to where the action begins.
Just one more here, because I wanted to get to know you before you came on. Yeah. And I'm really interested in your perspective because I think you're a fascinating person.
Thank you.
There was another tweet that said the Democratic Party is comprised of racist white liberals.
That is correct.
Am I a racist white liberal?
Well, let's go back. And let's say, I will say this, that many people in the party are not aware of their own racism. Let's go back to an early part of this conversation where you said to me, are you concerned about the color in the White House? Why would you ask me that question?
Because you speak about black issues.
No, but why would you ask me that? Let's get to really the nucleus of this. Why did you ask me that question today?
Because
why did you feel that I needed to be concerned about that?
Because you're bringing a whole group of young African-American leaders to the White House.
Okay, so this is something that I talk about often, is that in many ways, white liberals don't realize that you put on that, the racism and the conversations that we have.
You're saying I'm a racist.
You haven't let me finish my statement. You keep cutting me off.
Go ahead.
Okay? The emphasis that you place is always on having a discussion about race. Okay? You guys are insistent on having a conversation about race and telling us that we should see, and implying that we should see race everywhere, and I don't agree with that. If you don't look at me according to the color of my skin, you would simply ask me how I thought that Trump was doing as a president. But instead, you try to drum up a conversation that's surrounded by race by asking me, are there enough black people in the White House?
You're bringing a whole group of young black leaders to the White House.
Color, I don't.
That's something that's important to you.
Well, why are you talking about?
Then why make it that you're going to bring young black leaders to the White House? I mean, this is sort of absurd.
Because the media,
this is absurd. You're bringing this group to the White House.
It's not absurd. I'm making perfect sense. You're just not following the logic.
I just want to be clear.
Yeah.
I just want to be clear.
I'm trying to be extremely clear with you.
I know.
Bringing the black conservatives to the White House
as a racist white
I think
liberal.
that you're not. First off, you put those words in my mouth and you keep saying it. So I'm not. I said that the Democrat Party is comprised of racist white liberals. Is every person in the party racist? No, but you're not aware of the fact that you put these racist tones out into the media. This is why we have to bring the black conservatives to the president, because you create a narrative when you're on TV like you did today.
Are you comfortable with
I'm going to have you on video later because I have questions for you as well, but we actually have to get out of the segment now.
Do you think that language is helpful, though? I mean, just in terms of the national conversation.
Do you think it's helpful to ask me, just because I'm a black woman, if I'm comfortable with the amount of color that's on the administration? Do you think that that's helpful?
I think it's helpful and interesting to know your perspective.
It's not. It's you just trying to create an undertone that Donald Trump is racist, and it's wrong.
No.
And that, to me, is the reason why.
I just want to say,
you're looking at me on the basis of my skin color, making a bunch of, and making a bunch of deductions.
I
did not. You said that, and you can run the tape back. You said that.
Here's what I want to say.
You quoted a tweet, and then you made it about me. So you were not added, but you were not added in that tweet. So do not apologize, because that's dishonest. And we are on TV. So you can run.
Racist.
Okay, so I did not call you a racist. You're using the typical leftist tactic of trying to make yourself. How much color is in the administration.
To demonize our fellow Americans.
I think what's problematic is that you are creating a simulation that is dishonest, that is accusing our president of being racist based off of the color of the water. That's exactly what you asked me a question. That's what you implied.
Okay, I actually really appreciate you coming in very much.
I found it funny how he wrapped up the segment like that. So that was Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk on, talking to Krystal, former host of Rising and host of Breaking Points, and back when it was Rising with Krystal and Buck, that was before Sauger was there. That was a shit show. Here's like the thing. Here's how the thing about Candace Owens is, like, she's a one-trick pony. What she does is she'll say her whole shtick is that she says, I'm a black woman, and I left the left. the left wants to use identity politics to shut down discourse. Well, I'm a black person who doesn't agree with them, and they don't think my voice is important. All I care about is the facts, and the facts. Just with the logic and the facts and what those show us. Like she is so easy to beat in a debate. Like, because you know what you do, you say, as someone on the left, the way you counter her is by saying, okay, so let's I'm not going to focus on identity politics. I'm going to focus on, the facts and the evidence, the logic, and here's why the facts are on my side. And once you do that, like, once people like her start to lose, that's when they start engaging with identity politics. That's when people start to say, oh, you didn't agree with what Candace Owens said, a black woman. That's because you're racist. And at that point, that's when people like her start doing what they accuse the left of doing. So, it's not, they're not consistently against identity politics. Like, they weave in and out of it depending on the context. She does it, Dave Rubin does it as a gay man who left the left. And so there you have it. I mean, I guess in that discussion, Krystal did, Candace gets to walk away. I mean, it's a viral clip on YouTube of where, Candace Owens triggered liberal host. But, Krystal did say, well, you are bringing you are bringing these black activists to the White House to advocate for black people. You do claim to speak on behalf of, like, an identity. Like, there you have it. Like, yeah, she is not, like, Candace Owens is not against identity politics. Like, she is used as a tool for the right to be able to beat the left at their own game. It is sophistry.